back to my channel. Please make sure that you subscribe and hit that bell notification. We are just on our way to Matopo National Park, which is a large park. Actually, you need several days to actually tour it properly. It's approximately 424 square kilometers and it is well known for Stone Age paintings, the balancing rocks. It's also home to both black and white rhinos. There's also zebras, hippos, hyenas, giraffes, antelopes, just to mention but a few. Another strong point of interest here are the historical sites from colonial times, such as the burial site of Cecil John Rhodes, and also the MOTH shrine, which is the memorable Order of Tin Hats shrine. I'm out with my family and we're going on a little excursion. So we are in Matopo National Park. There's so much to see. I'll show you guys the maps and then I'll show you which direction we're going to be going. So as I mentioned earlier, it's a really large park, and unfortunately they didn't have any printed maps, so we had to take a picture of this map to actually know exactly where we're going to be going. In hindsight, I'd actually advise getting a tour guide. I've just seen these. This is absolutely amazing. So I'm already doing a little bit of shopping. I'm just going to walk around and have a look before we actually go right into the national park. I'm going to show you guys what they have here. Most of it is actually handmade, which is absolutely amazing, and they use actual natural products. So I'm going to explain a bit more about the process, and also I'll have a look at the price list for you guys. So come in, let's have a look. This is the Rhino Community Centre. It is their gifts and merchandise store. Unfortunately, I didn't get a chance to speak to anyone regarding the store. I'm assuming that the sales actually go towards saving the rhinos, but I'm not sure actually. I did try and look for a bit of information regarding the store, but I didn't find anything. Further inside the park, there's actually a place that's dedicated for the locals. There's people that live in local villages that actually come and sell their handmade items there. There's actually a skull of the black rhino as well as the white rhino, and it was quite interesting to see how totally different the size and the shape of the skulls were. There's also a rhino tracking tour where you can track the rhinos on foot and actually come close to them. That's definitely something I would love to experience, so probably next time I am going to be looking into doing that. So excited, we're heading into the game park now, so lots and lots of fun to be had. Guys, so we are on our way with the whole crew, me and my family. Say hi, guys. Hi, guys. Our first stop was the MOTH shrine, the memorable Order of Tin Hats. So this shrine is a memorial dedicated to the Rhodesians who died during the First and Second World War. So basically, before gaining independence in 1980, Southern Rhodesia, which is now Zimbabwe, and South Africa were both involved in the First and Second World War by virtue of being British colonies. They supplied troops and raw materials, and after the war the burden was left in the hands of respective countries to repatriate and rehabilitate servicemen, and this was a task which the countries did not have the resources to deal with. At that time, the British government was overloaded by post-war challenges such as the reconstruction of its own economy
as well as the repatriation and rehabilitation of its own soldiers. So it was difficult for it to assist its colonies in their disarmament and rehabilitation, as well as reintegration process. As a result, Southern Rhodesia, which is now Zimbabwe, was expected to be responsible for its own disarmament, rehabilitation and reintegration process, and yet it did not have the capacity to do so. So in 1927, Charles Evenden decided to form MOTH, the memorable Order of Tin Hats, in Durban, South Africa. His intention was to help fellow comrades in need of either financial or physical support, and to remember all servicemen who had died both in war and peacetime, as well as to address some of the outstanding reintegration and rehabilitation issues. MOTH was initially formed to serve the interests of former First and Second World War veterans in South Africa. However, within its first 3 years of existence, it soon spread to other countries in the Southern African region due to its growing popularity. MOTH's main objectives were to ensure the successful rehabilitation and reintegration of ex-service personnel into civilian life through the provision of socio-economic development, as well as to preserve war memorials and the construction of remembrance sites. This is all part of Zimbabwean history. I was actually curious about the shrine because I didn't know that it was actually there. I knew that there's actually Cecil John Rhodes' grave in this area, but I didn't know about the shrine. But I did a bit of research and I just wanted to share with you guys what I found out. Right, we're off to the next stop. You do not want to miss the next bit. I don't want to make this video too long, so I am going to share part 2 shortly. So make sure that you subscribe if you haven't subscribed. Please give this video a thumbs up and turn on those notifications because the next one is going to be very exciting. Please make sure that you comment. I am curious to know what you think about the MOTH shrine. I really love reading all your comments. Please make sure that you comment, and I read every single comment, so make sure that you comment. I leave you to enjoy the rest of this video, which is what's coming next in part 2. So make sure that you subscribe and see you in the next one.